educate people about why this new kind of museum is inappropriate, and educate people about real women's history. So it's now a great honour to present to you Kiri Tunks, who is a local teacher and local activist in the National Union of Teachers. Please give her a big hand. Thanks very much. Thank you very much for inviting me to speak, and I do think it's such an important event, and it's so good to see so many people here. I am a teacher. I teach in Bethnal Green. I've taught in Tower Hamlets for over 20 years, and you know, we have to ask ourselves, who benefits from this museum? Who benefits? Because it's not the local women and girls that live in this area. I work in a school, and I'm pleased to say that we've got 3 buildings, and we managed to name 2 of them after women. One is Edith Cavell building, and one is Sylvia Pankhurst, because we want to make sure that our young people, boys as well as girls, learn the history and learn from the struggles of the people that have come before them. And both those people have fought against injustice and fought for a better world. Sylvia Pankhurst particularly working in the East End with local women to make a better place. The curriculum, in the curriculum do young women find role models or their history? And that's becoming more and more true as the curriculum is being narrowed and changed by the government. So you don't study much about women's history. A lot of the literature is very male, very white, very dead. And also, you've got a limited number of role models in other subjects, in science and maths and so on, and we really have to start kicking back on this. This museum could have been a fantastic local educational resource. Imagine this, for the schools in the area to bring their children to a museum that celebrated the achievements of local people. What a fantastic resource that would have been, and how cheated do I feel now. Instead, what we've got is a museum that is glorifying horrific violence and celebrating the impunity of the person that carried that violence out. Now, I think our young women and our older women, all the women here today, will recognise that actually sometimes it feels that not much has changed, because we still suffer. Women still suffer horrific violence. You've seen the placards here, 76 women killed this year by men. Already. We know there are very high levels of domestic violence, and we also know that there's it's slightly better, but very poor conviction rate for violence and rape and sexual assault and so on. So, you know, this story here is something that I think, you know, people took roles in the past. Actually, a lot of the things that are happening to women back in the Victorian times, I think might feel that unfamiliar to women walking the streets today. The last thing I want to say really is a plea for something else we need to get back into the curriculum, as well as the history of all the people that we want to celebrate, is statutory PSHE and sex and relationships education. Because at the minute, it's absolutely shameful what young people are taught about sex and relationships, and there is very minimal statutory things that schools have to do. There is quite a big movement behind the SRE, the case for it. Please join it, because we need our young people. We are letting our young people down when we do not educate them in sex and relationships education. Thanks so much for letting me speak today. Thank you. Yeah.